What's up, guys? Donnie, Nodak, how y'all doing? Long time no see. Anyway, I'm with Mr. Odin here today, and I picked up a Frabill Citadel for ice this year, for early ice anyway, and then we got the wheelhouse for later in the season. But the Frabill Citadel, let's talk ice houses. Yeah, I know they're cheaper, and I got this one for a smoking price. I mean, last 2 years running early ice, I've used Frabill Trekker Deluxe. That thing was getting kind of raggedy because I had it out in some 50 mile an hour plus winds more than once. Trent, you know what I'm talking about, buddy. You left me hanging out there in a whiteout. Anyway, yeah, so Frabill, yeah, the sleds are a little cheaper feeling, and the design is always good. They definitely hold heat as good as any of the top name brands as far as the expensive brands, because I mean, I'm a huge Otter fan. Obviously everybody loves Otter, who doesn't? But do we want to take on a mortgage payment to go ice fishing? I mean, it seems like every year ice fishing is becoming more and more of a rich man's sport. Same with boat fishing and any kind of fishing for that matter. Prices keep going up and up and up. If we keep paying them guys, they're going to keep raising them. So how do we stop that? Well, it's not going to stop, because we're all going to keep paying it because we all love fishing. So needless to say, I'm about to install these Otter lights that I bought. Yeah, I could have got some cheapo lights, but no, I'm not going to skimp on lights. But I bought this Frabill for $150. He used it once, put it in storage. The mice got to it a little bit. There's a couple chew holes in the insulation, but it's not all the way through. It's something that can be easily fixed. One of the windows was chewed out by the mice. The clear plastic piece of the window was chewed out by the mice, but Frabill, their customer service is phenomenal, and they are sending me they're sending me a whole set of windows for free because they're awesome. Anytime you ever need anything from these guys, you just give them a call and they're just going to ship it out to you. Because my Trekker, I must have left a couple of the support poles out on the ice, and they actually replaced them for free. They sent me a whole set when I only needed, I think it was one of them last year. I bought that Frabill for $275. It got plenty of use during the winter. I'm out damn near every day, as you guys know, and you're going to be seeing a lot more videos from me because it's coming into that time of year. But yeah, so I got that one for $275. I think I sold it for $150, and he's still got it. I believe I'm still using it. So they keep their value. They hold the heat, stand up in some serious wind without any issues. I mean, the first year in North Dakota, I went out on a Sweetbriar, and it was windy as hell. I was the only one out there. I just bought that Frabill, so it was my first flip over. I had no idea how to use a flip over. I mean, since I was 16 years old, I was always using hubs, but this Frabill, as soon as I took the cover off, the wind caught it, and it, like a sail, it started ripping across Sweetbriar. So I dove after it, and I grabbed it, and needless to say, I got drugged probably, I'd say 3/4 of a mile by the sled before it finally slowed down, and the whole time my nuts were being used as a speed bump. But either way, let's get back on track here. I'm going to show you the Frabill Citadel. I've got it set up in my back shop, and I'm going to install these lights. I'll show you the before and after as far as the lights go. So either way, I'll show you the mouse chew holes, all that. I mean, solid design. It's got rod holders, comfy seats. They're boat seats. And this one actually has pockets in the backs of the seats, which I can keep my tackle down to a minimum this way. Just bring a couple trays of the necessities with me, along with my small lure pack, and voila, we're ice fishing. But I'll see you guys in the back shop. So here's my back shop. Here's the Citadel. You could tell this thing was hardly ever used. It's clean. The fabric's like new. The Grand Tour here. Before I do anything to it, it's kind of dark in here, but 2 big comfortable seats. I could definitely use this sucker. It's in a lot better shape than my last Frabill was, and lots of floor space. So let me get these lights installed and see you guys in a minute. So here are the lights. I bought a tray to mount my battery inside the wheelhouse, or the ice house here. And I was willing to spend the money on these just because I heard they're the best. It's worth the money. 80 bucks is kind of steep for some LEDs, but flex lights, if they work really well, I'll probably link some more into the sucker and really have her shining. But let me get these things put on. I'm not doing the battery tray because my DeWalt is indisposed at the moment, so we've got to find it. But I'm gonna get these suckers put on so you guys can check it out. So here we are. Starting to get them mounted up here. You can see them. They're pretty good quality. Whether or not they're worth the high price tag, we're going to find out here soon enough. But me and Miss Pam are taking off to go rescue a puppy in need today. So trying to get this done as quick as possible so we can take that ride. But we'll see. See soon enough. So as you can see, I got the lights mounted. They are pretty bright. Last year, what I did with the Trekker Deluxe, or the year when I bought the sucker anyway, I bought one of the clam pole lights, and I actually used that to just zip tied it to that top pole up here. So, but these guys should be plenty bright. They'll light up the ice house along with the headlamp. Somebody ran off with my DeWalt, so I have no way to mount my battery box yet, but that's in the works. Either way, Frabill Citadel, good ice house. You can see the little mouse chew holes here. That shouldn't affect too much. If it does, I'll put stuff them with some polyfill and put some patches on them, but I don't think it's going to be necessary, honestly, because I mean, all this guy hardly used this thing. These windows are like new. See the dog out here poking at the window, but either way, this is the first of many ice videos to come. Well, let me finish this first. We're going to be zip tying this up here so there's not a bunch of shit in the way. You don't want to zip tie it past where the pole slides because then it'll be wonky when you go to break down in the middle of the night on the ice. But I think this is a pretty solid setup for this year. Hopefully she withstands the beating that I'm going to give her, because I definitely give these things some beatings. But Otter lights and Frabill Citadel review. I'm going to have to say that it's awesome. These Otter lights are worth the money. They have different length cables that you could use for different settings and whatnot. I might even grab another set down the line, mount them in the back, blowing down into the sled. I have every intention of buying the clam sled lights and mounting 3 of those on here to light up the floor, so you won't need the headlamp so much when I'm sitting in the wheelhouse. I keep saying wheelhouse, sitting in the ice house. But early ice, watch out. Here we come. This year's going to be epic. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook at Nodak Outdoors Facebook group. Donnie, Nodak. You guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you out on the ice pretty soon.